Instagram homies, welcome to Wilman Electrical, the Packout Drawers edition. We're illuminated this evening by the Milwaukee M12 Rover. This thing's sick. Trim the beard. Looking cool in the safe styles though. Right, let's get into it. Top drawer. We have my labeler, it's just the cheap brother. Good little labeler. I've got some hex keys for my 3/8 drive set. A little laser clampy thing. Doesn't get used too much. In this bag here, I'll just put this over here for a sec. Yeah. In this bag, just got an assortment of silicon finish gear. A nice scraper with some blades. This doodad for picking. Here's my and this doodad here. This is for finishing. Does a really neat job if you need some neat silicon work. It's a cheap set too. It's like $5 or $6 from Bunnings. Winner. Alright, and then just a spare set of gloves. These are the super duper cut protection ones. Pull the tape for my labeler. I've got this Milwaukee 1/4 inch drive set. I don't use it too often, to be honest. I have a couple on me in my bag, but it's there, just wasting money. I've got the best double-sided tape on the planet. It's the 3M stuff. It's like, it's expensive, man. It's like $100 for a 30-meter roll. And this Sutton tap and drill set, really nice set. Metric because it's better. It's got all the right size drills to get your perfect threads. Alright, what else? We just got some spare set of all the colours just in case. Right. What we got up here? I took something out of here before. This usually lives in that drawer as well. This is my one of the big Vito bags, and it's just full of all the different sizes of heat shrink. Usually lives in there too. Right. I'll just grab this out as well. Alright, so this is the test gear drawer. Some mad stickers from Fluke. Shout out to Fluke guys. Alright, so this guy usually lives in here as well. That's my analog mega. Old school. No school like the old school. Right, it's easy to calibrate, and yeah, it's great. I go to this a fair bit. I've got the Fluke 1664, but it's pretty big and bulky, and getting it out of the bag's a bit of a fun trip. Got my series test lamps here. These are the closest thing that I have to like a proper voltage detector. They don't take any power, and I use them for commissioning, testing, RCDs, that sort of jazz. Right, I've just got my first Fluke meter, the 117. It's a great meter. Never be without it. Right. Got the butt phone for testing phone lines and that sort of jazz. And in this bag I've got the cords for the butt phone, and there's a tone generator in here as well. This is an Aegis tone generator. Pretty popular in the Telstra scene. I found this one in a roof, so lucky me. We've been up there for years, covered in dust. I figured the owner wasn't coming back for it. Right. Got this little Fluke micro scanner. It does Cat 6 testing, does RJ45 testing too. Gives you a meter mark on your cable as well. Tells you how long it is. This one's a two-hander. This here is the Fluke Master accessory set. It's got all these different sets of probes and alligator clamps and all sorts of things. Awesome set. I got this on a It's an absolute steal. I got it for $200 Australian online. Absolute steal. Doesn't get the use that really if I was more into electronics and that sort of stuff. The clamps are great. This is my first Fluke clamp meter. Oh my god, this one head shit is ridiculous. Alright, here she is. This is the Fluke 376 FC. Yeah, I said that right, didn't I? Right. It's got the iFlex for testing big cables. This meter's awesome. It's got like an inrush feature. So you can see what your motor's pulling on startup. Had a big compressor one time that was pulling 300 amps on startup. Pretty cool to use that. Right. And then it's just got this Klein circuit tracer in here as well. Pretty nice. Doesn't work as well as I'd would have hoped, to be honest, but gets a lot of interference. Put that back in. And then in this drawer, got my little charging kit. So there's all different sorts of cables, USB-C, and then the charge block. Just open it up. The charge block for a M18 battery. I've got my packing tape thing, comes in handy. My spanner roll here. Tough tool bag spanner roll. Really nice canvas construction, and there's just a gear wrench flex head set in there. Got the Weir Coloss. This is a hammer. It's a half-inch ratchet. It's got a podge spike. Looks mean as. This thing's, it's got so much hefty weightiness to it. It's lovely. Alright, there's some grinding discs there, some backup sets. These little alligator leads that I made. I bought super cheap alligator leads, and like the cable wasn't stripped, so I've redone them and soldered them, so these are good little solid alligator clips. And then I have this is my test, like my lockout tag out kit. I've got locks in here, tags, all sorts of different breaker lock-offs. And I bought like 100 of these. I'll dig a couple out. Bought like 100 of these little breaker lock things. They're like about $1 each, so you can lock off a heap of breakers and then use the rope thing, and you can put it through a bunch of them to lock a heap of circuits off at once. Yeah, not much to see. It's an important part of the job, so it's good to have a nice little compact version of this. Right, and then there's just some empty Vito bags in there, little pouchy ones. And then down here, get out of the light, is my hand tool overflow stuff. And stuff I'm not going to use every day. There's 10-meter tape, cable tie gun, different sorts of files, some nips for any sort of concrete deck work. There's a parts cleaning brush, some Imperial size spanners. Chisel, cold chisel. That thing's for blowing conduit and making your own bell ends. Works pretty well actually. We've got like a chalk line in there, some tin snips. This thing here is for the hollow wall anchors. It's a hollow wall anchor clampy gun thing. And some big tin snips. Yeah, so I'm not using this crack over here. That's the other hollow wall anchor gun. Ramset one. Yeah, it's stuff I'm not using every day. There's like a bastard file and stuff in there, and a rat's tail file, but yeah, I don't need to carry all this junk around in my bag, but I need it once in a while, so that's it. So yeah, well, there's a bunch more stuff in there, but that's a whole other video. I might clip and just show you this my current low weight tool belt setup. I'll clip over to the bench.